Hello again, just a quick video to finish this pocket off, just so that you can see it finished. Here it is with my pattern paper on it. I forgot to say earlier on that I like to line the inside with pattern paper as well. It just helps everything lie flat, and I hadn't unfortunately got much that matched, so this tones in reasonably well and you won't see much of it. So we need to stick the front panel down. We'll do that one side at a time. Let's put some glue on here. This is probably the trickiest bit of all to get neat and tidy. So just pop that in like that. I usually hold it this way round, and this end in particular just needs to be held in place as it's drying for a few seconds. If you haven't got much time, a little clamp on there would work. I might do that. Let's put a little clip on. Yeah. And then this side. Not too much glue, the less that comes over the edges the better. There, that's done. So that fits together quite nicely, as you can see. The one I made before I tied with ribbon, and I'm going to do that again for this one. You can use magnets. I made a sort of simpler, more envelope version here with no hinge at the top, and that fixes quite nicely with a magnet, but they're best put on before you put the pattern paper on. I quite like the ribbon finish actually, so it just adds a bit of decor to the front without having to decorate it too much. Okay, for inside the pocket, if you look at my previous video, and I'll pop a link just in case you can't find it, I put in an ordinary tag. I put in an ATC pocket, so I made a little envelope, and with that I measured a piece of card at 5 3/4 by 4 inches, which I scored at 1 1/4 at 4 inches, and then turned it round and scored at 1/2 inch along the bottom. So you've got a piece like that, and then you need to cut out the 2 side flaps at the bottom there, and I do that just angling them very slightly. And then fold your flaps over. Put a little, let's do it this way. Put a little semicircle in the top. It's not quite enough. Let's go down a bit more. And that is an envelope that holds an ATC, so that would slot in there like that. I'm not going to decorate these on video now, but if you want to see how I decorated them, again have a look at the previous video. I made another similar sized pocket. This time I curved it, so I cut a piece of paper at 7 3/4 by 4 1/2. This time I scored at 2 1/2 and 5 1/4, and again at the 1/2 inch. I wanted to curve this one, so I just drew round something, and I can't honestly remember what it was. I think it might have been my waste paper bin. I can't check because it's full to overflowing as usual, but I did make a paper template, which is what I've drawn round this time. So those just fold across like so, and you could either glue the bottom, or again do what I've done, which is cut those out straight this time. And then I folded the bottom one up and the flaps across like this. That one's just skewed slightly. To rescore that one, and across like that. And again, that would fit an ATC. I think the one I made, I just curved the top. I just drew round that curve there, just so that it mirrored it, and that made quite a nice little pocket with a little tag inside it. I made a house tag, and I can't honestly remember the size I used. It was just a little bit bigger than normal, but this one is very similar. The card is 5 1/2 this way by 3 1/2. I've measured 3 1/2 on each side, the centre at the top, and then just cut those pieces off. And you've got a nice house shaped tag. And the dress form, again, I can't really give you measurements for that. I just took a piece of scrap paper, folded it, drew a dress form shape just freehand really, and fiddled about with that till it looked right, and then you can just draw around it, cut it out, cover it with pattern paper, or stamping, whatever you like really, and you've got the dress form shaped tag. I think I put an envelope in there as well. I've got a plastic template that I can make envelopes from, but any envelope would do. And the other bits that were attached, there was a button and some charms in there, and they were attached to dies, Spellbinders labels 16 dies. So that was it really. That's my pocket, and then it just ties together once everything's crammed in, just with a bit of toning ribbon. And you can decorate the front as well if you want to. Thank you for watching.